Hello, everybody, and welcome to Simon Fraser University men's basketball on Clan TV. Tonight, we have a matchup between your Simon Fraser University Clan and the visiting Douglas College Royals. Now, the Douglas College Royals are coming in undefeated so far in the year, 6-0 overall, 5-0 in regular season play, and they won both of their matchups against the University of Okanagan last weekend by healthy scorelines. The Royals have been a dynamic offense so far this year, 96 points per game, shooting 47.7% for the field and 39%, almost 40% from three-point range. Meanwhile, your home team, Simon Fraser, 2-1 so far in the year with their sole loss to UC San Diego in their opening matchup. Now, last weekend, they had a tight game with Trinity Western University in what was, needless to say, a challenging game for the Clan. They were up 20 in the second half, and Trinity Western came storming all the way back, gave Simon Fraser a real scare near the end there. And needless to say, head coach Steve Hansen was not particularly happy with the effort, as the team seemed to let its foot off the gas a bit in the second half. That being said, they'll be looking to bounce back against the Douglas College team that's really been on form so far this year, so it should be a good one. We'll send it over to the starting lineup announcements and the national anthem, and we'll be back in a moment here with commentary of the Douglas College Royals versus Simon Fraser University Clan. Welcome back, everybody, as we're about to get this one underway. No national anthems tonight. One song night, as they would say. Both teams from the lower mainland here, and we're about to tip off in the West Gym, high atop Burnaby Mountain. Roche for SFU, and number 11, Shane Toporowski on the tip. Provanzo for Simon Fraser. Started out. Calling his play. Baalta on the wing. Down to Roche in the post. His jump hook's no good. Douglas will rebound. They'll push it up the floor quickly. Douglas now, what can they set up with their first possession? Cameron Morris with it. He'll look to go by Baalta. Good shot defense. That one's no good. The point guard for SFU, Provanzo, with the rebound. He'll dish it out. That's Spence for three. He can't get that one to go. No shots early on. Successful. And now Douglas will slow it down. Pick and roll. Quick jumper, and that one's no good. Now SFU will push the pace. Baalta, he draws the charge. Smart play there on defense by the Royals. And 57 seconds in, we don't have a basket just yet. Douglas will inbound. They'll look to set things up. Courtney Anderson, one of the top players for Royals. Hard pass from Anderson. That one goes off Morris's fingertips and out of play. So now Jasdeep Singh will inbound. Provenzo. He'll take his time and they'll look to set something up. Spence. Roach with the block. The pick, pardon me. But the pass is out of tempo there. SFU a bit stagnant early on offensively. No baskets yet. Douglas working it around. And now passing the lane and a nice lay-in. That was number 3, Cameron Morris. And Douglas has the first points of the night. Provenzo working it. Tricky dribbling there. Roach trying to set something up. Spence. Jasdeep Singh. His pass is broken up and Douglas is away with it. That's number 5, Kinley. Quick pull-up Jay. That's Toporowski. Now it's 4-0 for the Royals. Not a great start for Simon Fraser here early on. Douglas showing why they're undefeated so far this year. Starting strong. Singh working in the post. Physical play. Good shot defense, but foul is called, so Singh will head to the line for a shooting foul. Good opportunity for SFU's first points of the night. Singh from the line. And he misses the first. Singh gets his second one to go. And so Simon Fraser has their first point. Anderson bringing it up the floor for the Royals. Good defense for Spence. Swinging it around, that's Morris with it. Now number 8. Back to the guard. The Royals look for something. Highly contested shot. That one's too strong. Balta rebounds. Provenzo pushing the pace, as he often does. In the lane, and that one's blocked by Douglas. Roche picks it up, though, on the offensive rebound, and he'll get the finish. 4-3 for the Royals early on. 3 minutes gone, just about, in the opening frame. Douglas drives the lane. They'll draw the charge. Roche, smart defense, great body positioning. And so Simon Fraser will take over. Not a lot of scoring early on, but good up-tempo pace from both teams. Provenzo discussions with his coach, Steve Hansen. Now he takes it up the floor. Spence will have it. That one's no good. Now Douglas pushes it the other way. Crossover move, mid-range moving jumper, and that one won't go. Douglas will get the ball back here. Douglas certainly looking like they want to push the tempo here. Every possession has been quick so far. Quick inbound, nice play. That's Cameron Morris, who lays it in. He's averaging 18.8 points a game so far this season. So we have the first substitution for Simon Fraser. Going to check in here quickly. Roche tries to tip it in. Nothing doing. 6'3" Douglas. More quick passing from the Royals. Pump fake. Working in the lane. Good shot defense for Simon Fraser, but Douglas gets the ball back. Kinley, hard pass. That moving jumper's no good. Courtney Anderson yet to find his shooting touch so far in this one. Simon Fraser working around now. Jasdeep Singh, triple threat moves into the post. Roche, no good, but he does draw the foul. And so with that, we'll have our first timeout. 15:56 remaining in the first half. 6-3 in favor of the visiting Douglas College Royals. We'll be right back. As we come back into the game from the timeout here, we'll look at some early first quarter stats. Neither team shooting the ball particularly well. Douglas College is 3 for 9. Simon Fraser just 1 for 7. Also worth noting, the Royals have yet to take a three-point shot. Actually, pardon me, though, they have 2 3-point shots. 0 for 2 so far, and the same for Simon Fraser. So no three-pointers so far in this one. It'll be interesting to see if that's a trend that continues. Both teams not having much success from beyond the arc. Roche gets his first one to fall from the line. Roche, the 6'11" forward out of St. John, New Brunswick. He misses the second there. So now Douglas takes it up court. Working it around. Good movement from Douglas there. And a block from Roche. Solid defensive play from him early on. Provenzo, always stylish with the ball in his hands. Singh takes a three. He's got that one to fall. We've seen that, especially in preseason. Once Jasdeep Singh sees a few threes fall in, he can be very dangerous. And Morris is swinging it around for Douglas. Looking for an open man. They haven't found anything to their liking just yet. That one's stripped away, but Douglas gets it back. Heavily contested, and that's no good. Not a great offensive possession there for the Royals. Belalta, tricky handling, dishes it out to the corner. That's Spence. He's got it. Nice drive from Belalta there. Great kick out to Spence, and nothing but net for Spence. Douglas, after a good start, slowing down here a bit offensively. They'll look to create something here. Mid-range. That one's good. Number 11, Shane Toporowski. That one's a bit of a mouthful, but he's played well here early on. Provenzo. Off to Roche. He'll look to dish it off. Belalta. Spence. Back to Provenzo. Down to Singh in the post. He faces up, though. Now back in the post, physical, turns away. Pretty move from Singh. Going to work in the post. Simon Fraser now all of a sudden up 12-8. Still early in the first half, just over 5 minutes played, almost 6 minutes played. But Simon Fraser slowly growing into this one. Roche will come out for the first time. That's number 15, Graham Miller entering the game. Coquitlam, BC native.
Let's get the ball moving. Let's get moving.
Provenzo bringing it up. Now off to Belalta. He takes his time. Now Jasdeep Singh with it. He drives in. Nice play. Singh heating up. Courtney Anderson taking quite a few shots early on. Not too many of them successful. See if that trend continues. Douglas looking for space. Contested mid-range jumper. Hard shot, and he gets it to fall. Number 10 for Douglas College, Josiah Mastaranda. Another three taken by Simon Fraser. That one's no good. Simon Fraser's going to get the ball back here on the Royals foul. See what they set up off the inbound. Singh has it. Thinking about whether he wants to take it himself or pass it off. Physical in the post, backing his player down. But that turnaround J is too strong. Simon Fraser's second chance. Eventually the foul is called. Simon Fraser coaching staff asking why that foul wasn't called sooner, and it's pretty easy to see why. Nonetheless, Simon Fraser gets the ball back here, and they'll go at it yet again. Provenzo, picked by Singh. He thought about the three, now dribbling, looking for some space. Thinks about the three again, off to Provenzo. 7 seconds left on the clock. Quick floater, and that one's good. Not a great offensive possession, but they get the basket through a nice floater. 16-10, Simon Fraser here. Douglas on the break. That was number 10, Mastandrea for Douglas. Quick stop for Douglas. And now they're back on the attack. Courtney Anderson slowing it down, looking for something. Morris. Pardon me, that's Kinley. Kinley with some fancy dribbling, and he gets it high off the glass. Down to just 2 points now for Simon Fraser. 2-point lead, that is. Balta. Hansen calling for some ball movement. Jasdeep Singh hands it off to Provenzo. 13 left on the clock. Spence, pocket pass in the lane. Balta with the finish. That's the kind of movement Simon Fraser will be looking for. Mastandrea brings it up. That's Kinley. Now Kahn with it. Kahn back to Anderson. Anderson pulls up, and that one's good. Courtney Anderson with the shot. And so Douglas back to just a 2-point deficit. Balata working in the post. He dishes it off. Spence, no-look pass into the corner, and that one's good. Graham Miller in the corner. Nice shot from the big man. Douglas pulls up quickly. That's Mastandrea. He's been prominent early on for the Royals. Provenzo slowing it down. Spence. Jasdeep Singh. Now Provenzo. He puts up a floater again. That one's no good. Short off the rim. Douglas having to work hard. Courtney Anderson. Euro step off the glass with the left hand. That was a pretty move there. Courtney Anderson averaging 18.7 points so far this season. And it's all tied up at 21. Just under halfway through the first half here in the West Gym. Spence thought about giving it to Singh. But Simon Fraser turns it over here. And so we'll take a timeout. 10-17 left in the first quarter. The score tied at 21 apiece.
T-shirts and beanies. Get your SFU gear while supplies last. Rip our brand around town, on campus, and right here in the West Gym at the games.
As we welcome you back in here, Score tied at 21. Both teams finding their shooting form in the last 5 minutes here. Simon Fraser up to 42% from the field. And the Douglas College Royals still shooting a high percentage at 57%. Pardon me, 56%. Singh with it. Provenzano with it now. That's, oh, a lucky bounce there. Friendly rim. And Simon Fraser sinks the three. Douglas now working it. Looking for an open man. Find a shot, but that one's a bit too strong. And Jasdeep Singh with the rebound. Singh down the other end, and he'll sink the three. So 6 quick points here for Simon Fraser. That's the kind of start they would have wanted out of the timeout. Douglas, good passing, but can't find the touch on the layup. So now Provenzano will bring it back. Fancy dribbling. Kicks out for three. And that's Graham Miller. 2 threes in the last couple minutes here. 9 straight points for Simon Fraser. All from the three-point range. Douglas needs to settle themselves here. And that's number 11, Toporowski, who gets it on the second effort. He'll head to the line as well. Pardon me. That'll actually be Kinley heading to the line, as he was the one fouled on the play. 9-point lead for Simon Fraser here, mid first half. That'll be Roche checking back in. Jasdeep Singh coming out for Simon Fraser. That one's good from the line. Now Provenzano brings it up the court. Taking his time here. Off to Spence on the wing. He backs it up, sinks the three. Pretty isolation dribbling and a great shot from Spence there. Anderson dishes it off. Kinley in the lane. That one's no good. Looked like he had it, but just an unfriendly roll there. Roche has to move it up quickly. Now Spence looks to push the pace. Another three. That one's good as well. Back-to-back shots from Spence. Simon Fraser really heating up here. 8 minutes remaining. First half, 36-23 SFU. Douglas moving it around. Top of the key. Anderson looking for space. He'll drive it in, pull up for the mid-range, and that one's good. Courtney Anderson with the shot. Simon Fraser looking to set up something in the post. Roche trying to find some footwork. Provenzano working, trying to get the pick. Behind the back, now dishes it off. SFU drives the lane, handoff to Roche. His shot's no good. So Douglas will come back the other way. Anderson, risky pass, and that one doesn't find anyone for Douglas, and they'll turn the ball over. So we'll take a timeout here in the first half of play. 36-25, Simon Fraser with an 11-point lead. as we welcome you back in here from the timeout, all of a sudden here, mid-first half, Simon Fraser's three-point shooting has really taken a step up. They are now 8 for 11 on three-point attempts, while Douglas College is just 1 for 5, and that's really been the difference so far. 7:08 remaining in the first half. Douglas to inbound here. Meanwhile, Courtney Anderson has led the way for the Royals. He's got 6 points. Jasdeep Singh with 11 for SFU. They'll push it up court. Spence, that one's blocked, but SFU will retain possession.
Hey, 42.
For Simon Fraser, we have number 3, David Penny, who's entered the game. Penny with it. Roche making room for him, but he loses it, but he gets it right back. He'll go in for the layup. Nice recovery by Simon Fraser there. Number 42, Michael Hannon, also in the matchup for Simon Fraser. Good defense from Hannon there. Giving Cameron Morris all kinds of trouble. And they'll call him for the travel. Morris not particularly happy about that one. But nonetheless, the Royals turn the ball over. Douglas College down 13 here. Simon Fraser with a decent lead, 6:20 first half. Balata puts it up. Roche with the rebound. Another offensive rebound for Roche. He's quite prolific in that category. Roche, he's going to have a shot from 3. Doesn't get the bounce, but a foul is called. And it's headed Douglas College's way. Coach Steve Hansen doesn't agree, but referees are going to have a discussion here. So it looks like the officials are going to have a look on the replay here. See what they can see. We'll get back to you with the decision in a moment. 38-25. Simon Fraser leads here. First half, 6:05 remaining. Officials still discussing here. Simon Fraser head coach Steve Hansen was asking if that was a hook. A little arm lock there on Douglas. And the official's still looking it over. So perhaps there was something there that they missed on the initial call. As we wait here for the decision. They're looking for a flagrant foul. That's the word here from the scoring table. We'll see what they decide on in just a moment. Looks like the officials are ready to render their decision. Still conferring. That's the center of the court here. This is quite the discussion here. You would think that there's some kind of call going to be made for them to discuss it for this long, but we shall see. So after a long discussion, no technical foul being called. Head coach Steve Hansen and the officials not seeming to agree on the technicality behind the play there, but nonetheless, we'll move on. Courtney Anderson for the Royals will bring the ball up the floor. Under 6 minutes left to play now in the first half. Anderson still with it. He'll pull up for three. That one's good. Courtney Anderson doing it all himself there with a deep three-pointer. SFU swinging it around. Now down into the post. Balata. He works to find space underneath, and he does. Hard-fought two-pointer there. Now Kinley comes up with it for the Royals. He's defended hard by Simon Fraser. Still looking for space. Now back to Anderson. High pick and roll set. Anderson will take a contested shot. He'll draw the foul. Anderson really gets up in the air on his release, and he was fouled on the fall through there. So Anderson now will head to the line. The Royals down 12 points here, 5:11 left in the first half. Anderson hits his first from the line. Anderson gets both to fall, and they call that a three-point foul there, so he'll get a third shot from the line. It's difficult to tell there because his follow-through on the shot took him so far inside the three-point line. But he gets all three, makes that one count. And so now Simon Fraser comes away. Balata. He'll look to set up. Jasdeep Singh. Simon Fraser looking for an option, back to Singh. Singh working in the post, fades away, that one's short. Roche, good offensive rebounding. He looks to set someone up, kick it back out. Balata, he drives the lane, heavily contested, doesn't matter. He's got the two-pointer. Now Douglas scrambling. Comes out to Anderson. What can he set up? Nice dribbling from Ezers. Anderson, pardon me, he pulls up, but that one's no good off left iron. So Provanzo goes back the other way. Simon Fraser with the quick basket. 44-31. 4:11 remaining, first half. Douglas trapped down low in the paint. And now they take a foul while Simon Fraser tries to move the ball up the floor. And now that foul will put Simon Fraser in the bonus. That's 7 fouls for the Douglas College Royals. So the rest of the first half, Simon Fraser will be heading to the line. Got number 42, Michael Hannon, at the line for Simon Fraser. That one's no good. Morris sizing up his man, swings it out. That three-pointer's long. That was number 9, Aiden Wilson. His shot was no good. Simon Fraser with a quick shot, pushing the pace, but they can't find netting. And so we'll head to immediate timeout with 3:37 left to play in the first half. Simon Fraser University Clan has a 44-31 lead over the Douglas College Royals.
/security/road conditions. That's www.sfu.ca/security/SFU road conditions. And for everything else SFU athletics, visit athletics.sfu.ca for stories, schedules, stats, videos, tickets, and so much more.
As we come back in from the timeout, look at our leading scores for both teams so far. Courtney Anderson, 4 for 9 shooting, 3 for 3 from the line, and 1 for 2 from three-point range with 12 points. Meanwhile, for Simon Fraser, Jasdeep Singh, 4 for 6 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point land for 11 points. Both teams shooting almost 50% from the field, but Simon Fraser, 57% from three-point, has been a big part of the difference so far. It's Kahn trying to get something going. That one's called back for the foul. Simon Fraser thought they had a turnover there. So Kinley's going to inbound here. See what the Royals can work off this inbound play. Getting it to Anderson. And he'll ISO. Nice crossover move, but can't get the shot to go. So Provenzano brings it up. Into the post with Singh. Singh, good work in the post. That's his office, and he gets the two-pointer. Royals pull up quickly for three. That one's too strong. So SFU comes the other way. Balata into Roche. No one's there, but he can't get the lay-in. So now Douglas goes right back. Quick pace here out of the media timeout. Kahn, too many steps before taking a dribble, and so the Royals will turn the ball back over. 46-31 here. As Hannon comes out of the game. And that is number 24 for Simon Fraser, Drew Bryson, who's going to enter the matchup now. Provenzano to Spence. Spence with the hesitation. Roche on the outside. Provenzano, that one's stripped, but last touch by Anderson of the Royals, so Simon Fraser will get the ball back. 17 left on the shot clock.
Set your guy up, Drew.
Provenzano on the inbound. Swinging it around, Singh. Roche. Singh. Provenzano looking for it. That wasn't never going to happen, so the Royals will come the other way. Quick shot from the Royals from three-point land. That's Mastandrea with another three. He's had a good shooting touch early on in this first half.
Set a screen.
Moving screen called on Simon Fraser there. Roche with the block. 1:55 left in the first half now. As I chuckle a little bit, Steve Hansen saying that the official could not have possibly seen that foul, obviously not agreeing with the call on the floor. So the Royals, 12-point deficit here, late first half for them. Simon Fraser hoping to keep or extend the advantage as that Royal shot's far too deep. Now Spence on the fast break.
Move it! Move it!
Provenzano. Spence taking his time. Singh out the wing. Provenzano. Back to Singh. He's got space inside. Nice move and nice lay-in. for the Simon Fraser's leading scorer, Jasdeep Singh. Spence D'ing up on Anderson. Anderson loses it. Now Simon Fraser's back the other way. Quick fast break opportunity. Shot's no good, but they get the ball back. Second chance. Foul's called. So SFU pushing the tempo here, playing at Douglas College's pace, but it seems to be working out for them so far as they draw the foul call. Spence will step up to the line. 1:07 left in the first half. Spence gets his first one to fall. It's Graham Miller for Simon Fraser checking in. Roche coming off. Spence with his second. And head coach Steve Hansen of Simon Fraser will take a timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout here. 1:07 left in the first half. Simon Fraser up 50-34. As we welcome you back in here after Spence's shots from the line. The Royals will inbound. It's Kahn bringing it up the floor for Douglas. Swings it out to the wing. Moving it around deep, deep three. Doesn't matter. Josiah Mastandrea from way downtown, and he gets it to go. Simon Fraser looking for a drive here. Nice, strong play from Drew Bryson. SFU responds. And Courtney Anderson back the other way. Puts SFU in the spin cycle. Pretty layup there. Couple quick baskets back and forth. Only 20 seconds left now in the first half. 52-39, Simon Fraser. Looks like SFU will be content here to run down the shot clock until they get a look they like. Jasdeep Singh in the post, he's getting doubled. Nice timing, probably what they wanted to do, but Singh can't get the lay-in to go. And at the end of the first half, Simon Fraser's up by a score of 52-39 over the visiting crosstown rival Douglas College. That's it for the first half on Clan TV. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with the second half. See you then.
In the last 54 years, we've changed a lot, but we'll never forget where we came from. We remember. We followed their paths, the bold and fearless ones, who crossed boundaries and broke down barriers, raising our leaf high above the ground. And we will raise it even higher, staying true to their legacy and our values: loyalty, courage, integrity. And now, it's our turn. Our talent, our grind, stronger every day, our family, always growing, success exceeding expectations, our look different, but the message remains the same. We are Canada's NCAA team, and we proudly rep the Leaf.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
From court to court and lane to lane, under the lights or under the sun, no one delivers Division II sports like NCAA.com. The center of D2 is inside the NCAA.com hub, with exclusive highlights of every sport and live broadcasts of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Hello, everyone. We'll welcome you back in courtside here in the West Gym. Simon Fraser up 52-39 at the half on visiting Douglas College. Some upcoming games to discuss. Simon Fraser, both the men's and women's programs are in action on December 3rd and the 5th, right here in the West Gym. On the 3rd, they take on Western Washington. Games are slated for 5:15 and 7:30. Women first, then the men. And then on the 5th, Simon Fraser takes on Montana State Billings. And in that matchup, the women will go second, so they'll have the 7:30 slate, and the men will go first at 5:15. So looking forward to those matchups, the opening of the GNAC conference season for each team. Now, moving back to tonight, we take a look at some first half stats. For Simon Fraser, Jasdeep Singh led the way with 15 points on 6 for 9 shooting from the field, while Othniel Spence had 11 points. Simon Fraser was shot exactly 50% from the field in the first half, and importantly, they out-rebounded Douglas College 21-15. And I think that, especially Julian Roche's rebounding, he had 4 offensive rebounds in the first half, really helped Simon Fraser build the lead they have headed into the second half. So as the clock winds down here, we're about to get set and ready to go for the second half of this one on Clan TV. Players are back out on the floor, and we're about ready to go here. Douglas will have the ball first. Start out the second half. As Anderson takes the ball off the inbound. Hands it off to Morris. Back to Anderson. Swinging it around now. Kinley dishes it off. That's Reese Morris going to work. Nice move. He's got the layup. Provenzano, pardon me, brings it up the floor. Still with the ball. Looking to set something up. Roche in motion. He gets the ball. Looking for an outlet. Jasdeep Singh calling for it in the post. He's going to instruct Roche. Pick and roll. Provenzano loses the ball. Step back 3 from Jasdeep Singh, and that one's no good. So Anderson pushes it up the floor the other way for the Royals. Tons of speed, and he lays it in. Good start here for Douglas. Couple quick baskets. See what Simon Fraser has in response. Balata in the corner. That one's too strong. Douglas pushing the pace again, a little too quick that time. Courtney Anderson dives for it, but can't get on the end of it. So a quick start here to the second half. Douglas back within 10 points at 52-43. Simon Fraser still in the lead. Provenzano bringing it up. We're going to have a little discussion here. So they're going to wipe the floor down. Likely from where Anderson slid, diving after that one. Now we'll resume play. Provenzano brings it up. Balata. He calls for it and he gets it. Looking for an outlet. Pass far too high for Singh. That one's turned over. Neither Singh nor Balata looking very impressed there. Reese Morris inbounds it. Courtney Anderson with it. Taking his time, bringing it up court. That low dribbling style from Anderson. He'll pull up from mid-range, the long two. That one's well short. Provenzano bringing it up. Singh with it. He's working it out of the post, back to Provenzano. Provenzano, now Spence. Good D from Anderson. Out to Roche. Provenzano from the wing. And that one's good. Three-pointer from Provenzano. And I have to say, for a Movember mustache, Provenzano's got one of the better ones I've seen.
Pressure! Pressure, Jazz!
Roche, smart play there. He creates the turnover. Good instincts. SFU looking to push the pace. Kick ball off Douglas. And so SFU will retain it. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. 17:40 left, second half. Simon Fraser back up by 12 points. High to Sing on the inbound pass. He's in the post now, gets doubled. Roche and Singh trying to play the two-man game, but that one's picked off. Courtney Anderson bringing it up the floor. That's Kinley. Nice pass in the lane, off to Morris. And the Royals will get two. The Royals have some real dynamic wing players. They can shoot it. They can go athletically to the rim. Well, Singh misses that one. The Royals have just had a bit of a consistency issue, and rebounding's been a bit of a problem, but they're definitely an exciting team to watch. Anderson trying to set something up. Looks for some space off the pick and roll. Take another one of those mid-ranges. That one's too strong. That was not Mastin, that was Toporowski, who draws the foul on the second chance opportunity, and he'll head to the line. So Douglas will get two shots to the line here. Lead back to just 10 for Simon Fraser. First one at the line is good for the Royals. Douglas short in the second, but they get the offensive rebound. Scramble for it. Well, that one's out of play. SFU may be a little lucky there to not surrender a second chance opportunity, but they'll have the ball now. Singh inbounds it. Provenzano slowly with tempo brings it up the floor. Looking to set something up. Spence loses it, takes a step out of bounds. Caught a bit off guard there, so the Royals are back with it. Reese Morris going to inbound it here in just a moment. Hands it off to the ball handler, Kinley. Kinley off to Anderson. That's Morris back with it. Top of the key, Anderson. Swerving in traffic, deep three-pointer. That one's no good. Roche with the rebound. His pass tipped by Douglas. They almost get it back there. In fact, they do. The official saying that that was last touch off an SFU player. And so the Royals create a turnover.
Denied, Jazz.
Lots of movement on the inbound. Deep pass.
Get this there.
Cole Anderson, pardon me. His pass picked off. Balata goes up in the lane. Wow, quite the fall there. As he was fouled on his way up, he was trying to go for a rim grazer there. Seems to be holding his knee on the play, but no, he seems to be all right. So that's good to see for Simon Fraser. One of their most dynamic playmakers. Never want to see that, where there's a collision when someone's going up in the lane, but he seems to be all right. See if Balata's still laboring there a little bit. Definitely something to monitor as the game goes on. He gets the second one to fall. SFU back to a 10-point lead. Douglas working around lots of space, and that three-pointer's good. Masta Andrea, he's been effective from beyond the arc tonight. Lata with the ball.
Move the ball! Jesus!
Trying to get it to Roche in the post. And a timeout will be taken here. 15:43 remaining in the second half. Simon Fraser up 56-49 over the Douglas College Royals, and we'll be right back here on Clan TV. Simon Fraser, head coach Steve Hansen with some harsh words there for his team at the timeout break, talking about the sloppy play, lack of ball movement, and turnovers here early in the second half. And Simon Fraser, if they can get back to their ball movement that was making them so successful in the first half, that would be something Hansen would like to see. We'll see how it goes here. Provenzano with it now. Spence. He'll try to set something up. 6 left on the clock. He'll put up a 3. That one's short. Good offensive rebound, though, from Simon Fraser. Now Jasdeep Singh thinks about the 3. He'll head into the lane. Loses it, trying to find Roche. Now that's Anderson. His wide open three-pointer misses. Simon Fraser gets away with that one. Provenzano up the floor to Singh. Back to the point guard. Singh with the screen. Provenzano trying to find space. Back to Singh. Up to the top. Now Spence with it. Pass intended for Roche, but goes to Singh. Now Hannon. Spence with the 3. That one's too strong. And an empty possession for Simon Fraser. Leads down to just 7 points for the home team here. The Royals working it in the post. Still looking for options. That one's picked off. That's Hannon on the fast break. Can't get it to go. And the foul is called on Simon Fraser. Now Roche will come out. And number 15, Graham Miller, checks back in. Courtney Anderson bringing it up. The officials are having a quick discussion here. Looking for a clock reset here. And we'll see if they can get sorted out. 2 seconds put back on the clock, and so we'll get back underway here. Anderson hands it off. Swinging it around the outside. Kinley. Now Morris Anderson. Anderson finding space, mid-range. That one's no good. So now Spence finds himself some space. Lots of speed in transition. Little handoff. Singh, physical on the glass. He'll lay it in. Good basket there from Simon Fraser as Cameron Morris works it around. Now to Kinley. Dylan Kinley working it. Body control. Nice lay-in. Good basket from the Royals there. Nice response. Provenzano. He loses it. Looking for a touch off a Royals player, but he won't get it. And so he'll turn the ball over. Spence comes out for Simon Fraser. And that's number 3. David Penny checking in. Reese Morris for the Royals to inbound. 13 minutes and 10 seconds left in this one. 58-51 for Simon Fraser. Kahn around. Morris dishes off to the other Morris. Now outside. And that was Dylan Kinley. Douglas College Royals, they've got it down to just a 4-point margin. Things getting close here. Simon Fraser driving in the lane. Bounce pass. That one's stripped away. Now Kinley comes away with it. He steps into a 3. That one's good. 1-point margin now. 58-57. That was Dylan Kinley. Stepped into a 3-pointer, no doubt there. And so just a 1-point game with 12:27 remaining here in the second half. Things are really gotten tight here. Should be an exciting final 10-plus minutes. And we'll be back in just a moment. Thank you. As we welcome you back in here, taking a look at some second half stats, and Douglas College Royals have really come on here, and they're pretty much narrowed the gap with almost in every major statistical category with Simon Fraser. SFU importantly turned the ball over 13 times now, one more than Douglas College, and that's really cost them in the second half. Singh, ISO step back. That one won't go. Singh gets it back though. Balazza looking no worse for wear so far after that collision. He gets it back again in the lane. Nice pass. And that's number 42, Michael Hannon with the lay-in. Nice possession and basket there for SFU. Balazza trying to draw the charge, nothing doing. Hard pass across the lane. And Cameron Morris looks to set something up. Morris puts his shot up, and that one misses. SFU bringing it up court. Balazza will be the ball handler. Screen by Singh. Miller. Swinging it around. Singh regains control. Now down to Balazza in the post. Post spin move. Lay-in and the foul. Nice body control, nice footwork, and he'll have a chance to make it a three-point play from the line. SFU has the lead back out to 5 here, 11:18 remaining in the second half, and we'll take a quick timeout here on the floor. So as we come back in here, good last couple of minutes after that timeout from Steve Hansen, and Simon Fraser's regained a bit of an advantage, albeit a slim one, at 5 points. Balata's going to have a couple shots from the line here in just a moment. That one's good. And so it's a 6-point advantage now for Simon Fraser. Kinley working with it, trying to find the open man. He does. It's Morris, but he's stripped. Now Balata comes the other way. In traffic, nice layup. And then Simon Fraser almost had a turnover there, but Douglas gets it back. Lay-in. Pretty finish from Cameron Morris after the Royals almost turned it over. So a big 4-point swing there quickly. It's Petty handing it off to Hannon. Balata in the post. He'll decide what he's going to do with it. Looking for a charge are the Royals. Nothing doing, but they do get the ball. Morris hands it off. Three-pointer, Josiah Mastandrea. Man, he has been clinical from three-point range so far tonight. That's now 5 for 7 from beyond the arc. And when he finds a little bit of space, he is automatic. Only a 3-point gap now. Simon Fraser still holding on to their lead, as we're about to hit the halfway mark of the second half here. Simon Fraser working it around. Only one of their 5 starters in the game at the moment. That one's good. That was David Penny going up. Nice body control as he faded away from the defender and put it in off the glass. And with the harm, he'll have the chance for a 3-point play here. Penny, the freshman, out of Guelph, Ontario, seeing some playing time here early on in the season. Balata trying to organize things. Looks for the screen, wide open, slams it down. Showing off that athleticism. Nice pick and roll to set it up. Courtney Anderson back the other way, and the harm. So after a big slam dunk for Simon Fraser, probably not the kind of defensive possession they were looking for, as Courtney Anderson gets to the line with a chance to respond. Perhaps that was just a moment of enjoying that slam dunk there and not quite prepared or set defensively as Anderson moved the ball quickly up court. Anderson converts from the line. So the gap's 4 points now. Penny, the ball handler for Simon Fraser. Dishes it off. Hannon. Miller. Penny. Balazzo now. He works it inside, can't get the roll. Fighting for the rebound. They're saying that the Royals player stepped out of play, so Simon Fraser will get the ball back with a fresh shot clock. Clarifying the full reset of shot clock there. Balazzo get it off the inbound. No handoff to Penny. Then he looks to pass it to Penny. And that one's over and back. Miscommunication there. They'll look to sort that one out. 9:09 remaining second half. Douglas has got it. Anderson, what can he do with it? Another mid-range. That one's no good. Balazzo bringing it up court. He'll drive the lane, dish it off. Penny goes up, and he'll draw the foul. Anderson with the push. So SFU will have the ball with 21 left in the shot clock. Well, that's a deep three. That one's no good. Now the Royals looking to get it on the fast break. That one's, first one's blocked, second one is not. And Toporski, he gets it on the lay-in. Down to just 2 point lead for Simon Fraser. Miller. Penny. Penny looking for space. Out to the corner, three-pointer. That one misses, but it's right there for number 15, Graham Miller. And he lays it back in. Quick three by Douglas. That one's no good. And now Balazzo on the break. And he gets the layup to go. Likely not the transition defense that the Royals were looking for, as Simon Fraser stretches it out to 6 points. Now another fast break chance. Balazzo, he's got the body positioning, and he lays it in again. So all of a sudden, a quick run here for Simon Fraser. 75-67 is the score. 7:30 left to be played, second half. Anderson, he's put up a lot of those contested mid-rangers today, and not a lot of them have fallen for the Royals player.
Let's go, bring it in. Hustle, let's go.
And a timeout's called on the floor. So 7:25 left here in the second half. The score is 75 for the Simon Fraser University Clan, 67 for the visiting Douglas College Royals. We'll be back in a moment. So as the timeout comes to an end and we welcome you back in here, have a look at one of the top performers over the last couple of minutes for Simon Fraser. Wilfred Balada, now 8 for 14 from the field, 18 points to lead SFU. And he's been dynamic over the last couple of minutes, especially with some of the bench unit in for SFU. He's led the way, really taking the initiative offensively. And big part of the reason why Simon Fraser is enjoying an 8-point lead at the moment. Palazzo with it. Off to Singh. Provenzano. He'll look for options. He's got Singh in the post. Singh looking to work it. Trying to find space. Fading, gets it to go. Singh going to work in the post right off the bench. Anderson bringing it up. That's Morris. He gets that one to go. Douglas, when they needed a basket, Morris knocks that one down. Balada. Out to Singh. Singh looking for some movement, someone to pass to. Provenzano, floater in the lane, gets the friendly roll. That one's in. Douglas on the fast break was effective there, but the lay-in was not, and so now SFU's back the other way. Balada with his 20th point of the night. Another lay-in right below the basket. He's very good at creating space for himself in those kinds of scenarios. Now Anderson's stripped, and so SFU's back the other way. Behind the back pass, Spence drives the lane, hands it off to Singh. That one's good. All of a sudden, a 13-point lead for Simon Fraser with 5:40 remaining to go. Good run from Simon Fraser here. And a timeout's taken by the Royals. See if they can stop Simon Fraser's momentum. What was a very good series of play the last couple minutes here. And we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. So as we're about to get back underway here, that was an 8-3 run for Simon Fraser between the last two timeouts. So a really important stretch of the game. Simon Fraser taking care of business there, taking control back. The Royals to inbound here.
Shooter coming, Mike.
They're looking for options. That's Anderson. Anderson taking his time. Morris driving on Singh. Singh loses it, but it's tipped off a Royals player, and so SFU will get the ball. Provenzano looking for the play from Simon Fraser head coach Steve Hansen here. Setting it up with Singh. Singh holding the ball. Now Spence. Now Hannon. They're going to call holds on Anderson. And so Simon Fraser will head to the line. That's a 7th foul for the Royals in this half. So they'll now be in the bonus. Simon Fraser, that is, for the remainder of this one. 5:03 left to be played. Provenzano from the line. First one's good. He'll get the second to fall as well. So it leads up to 15 now for Simon Fraser. 5 minutes remaining to be played here. Second half. Morris. Tough shot in the lane. That one won't go. Now SFU on the fast break. Drops it off to Singh. That one's good. 87 points now for Simon Fraser. Douglas is going to need a run soon here if they want to stay in this one. Kinley working into Anderson. Now Morris on the wing. Up top. Quick shot. That one's far too strong. But the Royals rebound. Kicking it out, looking for Anderson. That pass is a wild one. And so Simon Fraser got the ball back. 4:20 remaining on the clock now. 87-70. Simon Fraser. Singh with some off-ball movement. He gets it. Spence. Now around. Pass in the lane. Balata. That one's contested, and he can't get it to go. Anderson pushes the pace, but that's picked off. Now Singh wide open. He'll slam it down. A little bit of attitude on that one for Jasdeep Singh. Foul called on the Royals. And now we'll take a timeout on the floor. Simon Fraser rolling here in the back end of this second half. They are now up 19 points, 89-70 over the visiting Royals. We'll be back in just a moment. As we step back in, take a look at the stats update. Simon Fraser now has 2 players over 20 points on the night. Jasdeep Singh with 25 and Wilfred Balata with 20. And for Simon Fraser, they've been very effective shooting the ball in the second half, especially laying it in and driving the lane. They're shooting 57% from the field. Balata brings the ball up. Provenzano. Simon Fraser likely looking to take their time here. But as I say that, they put up a 3. Just under 3:30 left to be played. Kinley. Ball carrier up court. Kahn looking for options. Morris moving. Kinley. Now in the corner. That one's good. Josiah Mastandrea. Feels like whenever we call his name, it's for a shot from three-point land. And he gets that one to fall. So now SFU looking to respond. Working it around. Under 3 left to play. Provenzano out to Singh. Balata. Balata still with it. Now Singh in the post. Face up. Backs it up. That one's good. Nice footwork there from Singh. And so Simon Fraser's over 90 points now with 91. That pass broken up by Singh. So SFU's away with it again. Provenzano, pretty underhanded layup off the glass. Now Simon Fraser's advantage is up to 20, really rolling offensively in the latter end of the second half. Handoff, lob. In the lane, that one's blocked. Good defense from Douglas. Singh hucks it up from 3. That one's blocked. So a couple good defensive plays from the Royals. They're not going away here despite being down 20 points with under 2 minutes left. But Simon Fraser's definitely showed why they were confident going into this one. They've really pushed the pace in the second half. Some discussion being had with the officials here. I think they're saying that that block might have clipped off Singh before going out of bounds. Simon Fraser with a bit of dismay here. And they're going to call a foul on Singh. And so that'll send the Royals to the line. Bit difficult to see exactly what the call was there, but the Royals will hit the first from the line. Second is good as well. So now the Royals will retain possession of the ball as well. A technical foul call there. Singh still trying to explain his situation on the sideline. I think a bit dismayed by that call, but nonetheless, we'll move on here. SFU working around. Bellata. He'll take it himself. That 3's short. So Kahn comes away with it for the Royals now. Kahn looking for space. He'll drive the lane himself. That one's too strong off the glass. Bellata controlling tempo. Swing pass. SFU's going to move it around now. Just under 1:30 left to be played. 93-75. Simon Fraser. Provenzano working it. Finds Bellata in the lane. Nice two-man game there. And Simon Fraser's back up by 20 points. A minute left. Penny's going to be checking back in here in a moment. They're saying Bellata stepped on the line, so the Royals will get the ball back. So exactly 1 minute left to play here. Score 95-75 for Simon Fraser. The Royals on the inbound. Put it in. Seeing the Royals give some of their bench players some time now with the game out of reach. Both benches getting some action. And that's number 24 for Simon Fraser, Drew Bryson with the lay-in. 45 seconds left. Royals on the inbound. Kahn, the ball handler. Kahn passes it off. Swinging around. See what the Royals can create here with some of their bench players in. Kahn at the top of the key. Calling out his play. Pick and roll, not used. Kahn, sloppy pass in the lane, so Simon Fraser comes away with it. 20 seconds left now. Shot clock is turned off. Simon Fraser can hold it here. 97-75 for SFU. And after a challenging game with Trinity Western last weekend, this will be a confidence builder as they really took off in the second half. So Simon Fraser will finish this one off by a final score of 97-75 over the visiting Douglas College Royals. I think a team where both teams are likely overall happy with the way they played. But obviously Simon Fraser coming out with the win. So as we said off the top of the second half, games on both December 3rd and the 5th for Simon Fraser here in the West Gym. So looking forward to that one, and we'll see you then. Simon Fraser, Men's University Basketball on Clan TV. For Samuel Rowan, I'm signing out. Jake Hall, Kendra Ho, everyone on our production crew, thanks very much for all your efforts. Thanks to the fans that came out, and we'll see you next time.